it's the final stock market simulation game for the Famicom. We've got a few business-themed games still to go, but the stock market is over. I don't know why. I mean, just look at how well the Japanese stock market had been doing in the year leading up to the Money Game II's release. It's not like something happened 1 week after the game came out that made a hollow mockery out of the entire stock market simulation genre. This is also the only one of these Famicom games that got a US release. The thing is, the US release was spruced up quite a bit. The US version added a lot of extra things that you could do. The Famicom game is about as bare bones as you can get, and it doesn't even play particularly well. The premise of the game is that you stand to inherit a large fortune, but to get the money you have to take 2 million yen and turn it into 1 billion yen. And obviously you have to do that on the stock market. So first things first, this is not a day trading game. Although there is a clock that progresses as you wait around, and goes very slowly, stock prices only change with the day. So what's the point of that clock? Well, as far as I can tell, certain places that you can get additional stock tips are only open at certain times. So if you want to go to the bar for stock tips, you have to wait around for the clock to reach 4 o'clock. Or just read the newspaper over and over and over again to advance time in 15-minute chunks. The newspaper just gives you one headline, and that's it. And there's also a tea house and brokerage that you can visit. There are 20 stocks that you can invest in, and they're divided up into 4 types of industries. So based on the news, you might decide that the services industries are going to increase. The only finances you can do are to buy and sell stocks. So basically, you pick out 1 or 2 stocks, put your money into them, and then just wait around. There's no fees for buying and selling stock, so you can do that as much as you like. As a rule, you're going to want to buy the cheaper stocks, because those will have the largest percentage shift when the price changes. I got a 50% return on my investment in just 1 week. Extrapolating that out, I was making a 95 billion% annual return on my investment. And I was just playing around. If I stayed on track, I would have made my first billion in about 3 months, which is actually pretty typical for this game. You can get a password after every week, so any week that you don't make a big return on those small stocks, you just reload the password and do it again. This is also one of the games that supports the ASCII TurboFile peripheral, a memory module that plugs into the Famicom. Apparently there are events that can occur occasionally in the Money Game II, but I didn't notice them, and they don't really have an impact on what you're doing. There are 2 game modes, and the second one apparently has more wacky events. What you're doing is so brain-dead basic, there's hardly any game here. As I recall, I didn't like the original The Money Game because it was so stripped down and basic. And somehow they found a way to strip it down even more. But thanks to that useless clock, they also drag things out a bit. I know it's easy to dismiss every game that isn't in a popular genre on the Famicom, but the Money Game II really is an especially bad game. Even in Japan, they seem to have buried it out of sheer embarrassment. I will give the Money Game II this. The US version is a lot better. If you played Wall Street Kid and you're about to post a comment asking why I didn't mention something, it's because it's not in the Money Game II. I mean, this is a stock game where they don't even give you proper stock charts. And that, I think, sums it up better than anything.